What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to use Visual Studio to check whether a number is prime. So the first thing we do is go into Visual Studio 2022, go on Create a New Project, Console App, Next, Next, Create. Now you might recall that a number is considered a prime number if it is only divisible by itself and 1. So the first thing I want to do is get rid of this hello world code here. And since we're going to be checking for values true or false, we're going to have a Boolean method. So I'll say static bool is prime. We'll be accepting an integer parameter, so int n. Now the first condition, we say that if n is equal to 2, since 2 is considered the first prime number and any integer less than 2 is considered not prime. So we say if n equals 2, return true. Else, if n is less than 2, we know that that's not prime. Or any even integer is going to be divisible by 2, so that would also indicate a false condition. So we'll say n mod 2 equals 0. The modulus operator just checks for the remainder of integer division. So then we would say return false. And our last condition, else. So in order to check if a number is prime, we really only need to check in the loop counter, we only need to go up to the square root of the number being checked. So we're going to say something like for int I equals 3, I is less than or equal to square root of n. And instead of I plus plus, we really only need to skip to step up 2. So we only need to check odd integers here because we know that all the even integers would automatically not be prime. So we're going to say I plus equals 2. Format there. And if n modulus I equals 0, return false. And our default condition here will be return true. So let's go over this method. So we're going to check n equals 2. Yeah, that's prime. N is less than 2. That's not prime. Or n modulus 2 is 0. In other words, if n is even, then that's not prime. And from 3 to the square root of n looks right. Okay, let's go and get a list of prime numbers that we can check. So I'm going to say something like, I'm going to check from the integers 1 to 101. So for int I equals 1, I is less or equal to 101, I plus plus. If is prime, I will write, using string interpolation here, I, and it's a space. So this is going to create a list on one line of prime numbers between 1 and 101. Now let's do Control F5 to test this out. And there's our result. So we have 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and so on. If you like this video, please smash that like button and subscribe, and I will see you next time.